of my face is bread, with breasts, with a shoulder of a friend, with a corner of a desk, with communion, with a yes, and I tell you.
Oh, welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. Robert John, got Skyler behind me, beside me, locking down. Fucking Mike in the van. How you doing, brother?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
I get the feeling
Surviving.
you're not as
Still
deep in the
alive.
beers as we are over here in Ontario.
No, he's driving, bro.
No, I'm just... Yeah, I'm fucking driving, bud. Currently driving.
Living and driving.
I'm driving my fucking ass up north to get away from this Rona.
Never
Really?
had more in common with Vin Diesel in your life. Living your life 1/4 mile
Quarter
at
mile
a
at
time.
a time. On the run.
Yeah, Fast and
Yeah.
Furious, cuck boys.
Family. It's a family. Oh, fuck. Speaking about family, one of my family members has TB.
Yeah, and he's the closest to you.
Yeah.
right
It's
now.
not one of those transmittables, I don't think.
No, it is.
Full
It
is.
totally
I
is.
don't
It's
think
exactly
so.
that.
You just
Yeah.
sneezed all over my bed 3 seconds ago.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. You
Like
don't
he-
know.
See, you, yeah.
Like, out of, like,
him
I
the
guess
Rona,
there's,
he
like,
gets
an
you the
element of, like, respect for my space. You have to turn. He didn't, like, spray on the computer or me to your right. So he just went full left where my fucking futon is and just blasted lung all over it.
Okay, first of all, whose futon is it?
It's your futon. Those are my blankets, though. That's where I sleep. That's my Luca Magnotta blanket on top.
This is true. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd get it away from everybody. I should have
Well.
done it into my sleeve.
You should have gone into your shirt like a good...
yeah, you gotta practice good
I
habits,
haven't
bud.
bought into quarantine life yet.
Yeah.
Right? New. It's fresh to me right now.
You're only a week
As of
in.
this recording, it's new to me.
It's new to you. New to you.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
do you guys got any gripes off the hop?
I have a gripe.
Okay.
I had to go to the liquor store this week to stock up on essentials.
All right. So instantly, I'm going to tell you, my gripe is also going to piggyback on your gripe.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah, just hop on board.
Yep.
So I pull up to the old liquor store and I see a few people outside.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever.
The new norm.
They're doing the new norm. Yep. And then as I walk to the store and realize, like, oh, the line's a little longer than I thought. Line's a little longer than I thought. The amount of times I said the line's a little longer than I thought to myself,
Yeah.
I might as well go home
In
and
the
make my own
45 minutes.
fucking bathtub moonshine.
Was the line longer or shorter than the lineup for the Lifetime Taco Bell?
It's
Ooh.
equivalent. It was full on
Yeah.
around the shipping receiving door out the back of the building.
That's a pretty long line.
It was
I saw
fucked.
that
I was
line.
in line for an hour
Yeah.
to buy 24 beers.
Yeah.
It's just like, am I at Wonderland right now? Like, what is going on?
Am I at a
Like,
Kid
trying to get
Rock?
on Splash
And then when I
concert?
get to the door, it's just some stupid security guard. And he's like, how you feeling? And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not
stop
a doctor,
asking.
but
sober.
Yeah.
You
And that
fucking
was it.
asshole.
He's like, have you traveled anywhere in the last 2 weeks? I'm like, no. And then just walk in. I'm like, that's the
Says, "Where'd you
screening
go?"
post. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
even like, are you exhibiting symptoms?
Cough
It
in my
was, he
face.
literally said, how do you feel? And I thought he'd just be my bro. I'm like, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
And then, yeah, like, I'm fucking sick, dude. How are you? But, like, wait, this is, like,
This is pro.
this is so
protocol.
pointless.
Yeah.
Everyone will say fine.
Yeah.
Everyone will say fine. I'm gonna, like, be coughing in my sleeve like you should have done seconds ago, and
This guy.
said fine.
Yeah. I'm learning.
Like, are you gonna turn me away because I don't know, like, I got a little bit of, like, a dank cough.
Yeah. I got a tickle in the back of my throat.
I have a fever right now.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna turn me away? You
Yeah, I think that's his job, RJ. I think
No.
that might be part
This
of
is
his
some
job description
fucking
now.
LCBO security guard. Like, fuck off. You're like 19 years old. Don't even have
Oh, they
pubes.
can all
You
fuck
gotta
off.
fucking hit him next time with the, like, how are you feeling? Just like, well, Sometimes when I walk, my ass leaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him
You
with
know?
some other
But
symptoms.
other than that,
Yeah, my dick drips.
yeah, I got a dick drip.
I
and
got a
an
dick
itch
drip.
that won't go away.
Yeah.
Penicillin ain't gonna cure.
See if they let
Yeah.
you in.
Where do you draw the line of
I
infectious
have a
diseases?
super bug.
I think you definitely draw it before dick
Yeah.
drip.
I'm gonna hit him
Yeah.
with dick drip next time.
If you're actively dripping in the store,
Yeah.
you can't be there.
Hey,
like,
it won't
can't
be
be
the
there,
first
bud.
or last time. Chlamydia is a hell of a drug.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It happens.
Excuse
Hell
me,
of a
sir.
drug.
How are you feeling? Personally, I feel great, but I just took the whitest shit I've ever
Yeah.
taken. You know? like,
I could smell it
So we'll
before it
see.
came
Ask
out of
me
my
tomorrow.
body.
yeah, it wasn't right. I knew it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got a liquor store gripe too.
Hit us.
Actually.
Hit it. Let's
Yeah.
go around the horn. Fucking liquor
So
store.
fucking, they're not allowing cash back anymore, right?
Nope.
No.
Anywhere apparently. But so I get up there and I asked him, I was like, hey, can I get $60? And he's like, no, we're not doing cash back anymore. I was like, man, I need the $60. Like I'm on my way. Blah blah blah. He's like, no, we can't do it. I was like, all right. So I fucking put my card in. He's like, do you want cash back? I was like, yep. How much you want? $60. So then he fucking, the receipt comes out. He's like, whoa, wait a second. I was like, yeah, dude, I told you I need a cash back. The machine asked me. I said yes. You know, what am I supposed to do? And he's like, well, I can't give it to you. I'm going to have to I was like, so we're going to go through this whole process of you refunding me this $60 at this next till with this other lady. I'm touching more
Yeah.
things. Just give me my $60.
Are they gonna-
You're wearing gloves.
Are they gonna refund you $60 in cash?
Well, I fucking hope, right? That's what I need.
Fucking Canadian
That's
Tire
what
money.
I made that point too.
Yeah.
I made that point. I got to go over here and touch this other machine, and I got to come in contact with this other person now. I was like, just give me the. And he gave me the money.
Nice.
I signed the paper. That was
That's
it.
awesome.
You know. But he was like, "You fucking." Idiot." You could just
Shit.
like see it in his eyes, right? Big tattooed burly
What do
fella.
they call LCBOs in British Columbia?
The good question.
LCBBs?
LCBC.
LCBBC?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Liquor Control Board of LCBBC. I don't know. I don't actually
What's the
know.
store say? How do you not know?
I just go there. I don't know.
I don't read the sign.
It's yeah, the LBC, the LBC.
LBC.
It's like it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's funny when you say that
because we got cold
when-
beer and wine
yeah,
too,
it's like,
right?
What's your favorite store? And it's like my favorite store is the beer store. It's like I go there every week.
What do they have
Yeah,
there?
They have and they have beer, and like I don't know what other beer they have. I know the spot that my beer is located
Right.
in the beer store.
Yeah, could go in there with your fucking eyes
Yeah, and
closed.
it's like, well, I don't think that's what they mean. And it's like, well, that's the answer I'm
Yeah.
given.
If I had Ice Corona, I'd find the old mill.
Yeah, yeah. So my pylon gripe is
Sure.
also, I went to the local Zares the other day, and so either way, when I got to the door, the guy told me that they're only allowing 100 people in the store at once.
That's so many people in an outbreak.
But I think that also includes
Staff?
the 25 staff that
Still.
are there, right? I'm not saying
That's
it's a lot of
negligence
people. It's a
there.
lot of people, especially
Negligence.
when
Negligence.
we're at a five person limit right now when this was going on. But my gripe isn't with them.
Sure.
My gripe is with the people. The fucking piece of shit bougie people that when you're standing in line, I got my cart and I'm standing there and it was a beautiful day out, so like I'm not complaining, right? And I'm like maybe the 10th person in line, so I'm a ways away from the fucking the entrance. But either way, when you get closer to the beginning of like when I'm almost gonna be in the store now, cars are coming into the parking lot and pulling up to me and asking me, how long have you been waiting? And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
7.5 minutes. And
Yeah, to be
and they
exact.
do this, nah, and they fucking like turn around and leave, right? And it's like, motherfucker, like you are the problem.
Right.
Like you are the person when they say, don't go out unless it's essential.
You have
And
to.
you're the person
Yeah,
that's pulling up to the line of the grocery store and being like, how long did you have to wait? You had to get in 10 minutes? I guess I don't need that loaf of bread. You know, like, you're not supposed to come here unless you
It's a good
need
point.
like a
It's a
fucking
good
full
point.
cart of groceries.
muffin mix.
Yeah. Do they have sugar? Can someone just bring out sugar? Can you tell them to bring out sugar?
I heard Doritos are on special.
Yeah. 2 bags of Cool Ranches. Pieces of shit. Like, if you're, like, when I got there, like, I saw the line, and it's like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But, like, we need food, so I guess I'm gonna wait in that line. And that line wasn't even bad. The line that sucked was the line inside the store for the cash registers. I totally jumped the line.
Sucks. That's always the worst part.
Worse.
So it's like, who cares about waiting 7.5 minutes? It's like, you're going to be half an hour waiting to check out, like every other time.
When I got in there, and I got all my shit done, and, okay, I was in this area, and it was all sectioned off, and I was like, I don't know what this, like, is all about. It says, like, meter yourself here. And I was, like, far away from the fucking, like, registers. And whatever, I did
so no one knows you're in a lineup?
No, but so, like, I did my business, and I see this stuff, and then I go and, like, look, and, like, there's no lines anywhere. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, there's so few people in here, the lines are so small that I just went into the line.
False positive.
And then this fucking old fucking Zares employee comes up to me, and they're like, did you wait in a line? And I was just like, I'm in fucking line right now. Like,
I'm next.
You see me? Like, I'm social distancing. And she's like, no, I mean, like, the line down there, did you wait in the line? And I look over, and this other employee's, like, flagging me over. And I go over in this area that I had saw previously, like, 8 aisles away is now the designated, like, we're going to line everybody up 6 meters away from each other here. Yeah. And then you have to walk,
all the way
down the store to the fucking registers.
Yeah, you got only have Prices Right. Come on down.
Yeah. And that line was the worst line ever.
You know what's worse than that line?
Yeah.
Is when you need something out of that fucking aisle.
Yeah.
When it's the goddamn toothpaste aisle and there's 30 fucking people lined up in it, all in the goddamn way with shopping carts.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I was in that aisle earlier,
I don't have toothpaste right now.
There was nobody in that aisle, so I was fucking doing all the things. But to add on to it, the other part that's gross about it is now that you're waiting in this line, they have all these, like, areas set up where it's like, here's, like, some kettle chips. It was kettle chips. I remember watching it. And it was this, like, stupid fucking rednecky looking guy and his tall son that was wearing pants that he obviously, like, his dad didn't want to buy him new ones, even though he's been in a growth spurt and he needs new pants that are fucking fit him.
Like, tight or too short?
No, like, way too short.
Okay.
Like, coming up Millhouse short, you know? And fucking, this man with his mullet and his clip back hat is, like, walking down the line, keeping his social distancing, but every new product that he's encountering along the way, he's picking up, flipping over, and then putting back in the fucking pile.
Yeah, because he's not scared.
And it's like, this is, like, you are the fucking, you're just spreading it right now, you piece of shit. You mullet-wearing piece of garbage.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to piggyback on that. So I was at the grocery store the other day, and fucking, I wanted some meat, but I felt that impulse too to pick shit up and, like, look at it, and I want to make sure it's this and that, but there's always better ones buried.
Oh yeah,
or
I get
the fresher
that. Yeah.
shit's at the bottom. But I'm feeling like that, like, guilt. Like, should I be touching 4 different packages? I don't feel like I have it, but it's like, if everyone's doing that, then we're all gonna spread, right? Yeah. So, like, let's not do that. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. So I grabbed one. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, this isn't actually what I wanted. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to steal it. So I fucking... who cares what it is? I'm going to steal it.
I don't want it.
So I put it in its little bag.
I'm not putting it back.
I put it in its little bag.
Yeah.
And then I go into the self-checkout line, which is another half an hour line. But I finally get up to my self-checkout. And I'm at Save On, where you need, like, a card to get the deals, right? And I forgot that I was stealing this thing because I wanted to get the deal. And so I had to wait like another 5 minutes for an employee to come and, like, scan her card, and then I just put it was a nice ribeye steaks, it's like $40 in steaks. I just put it on the scale, right, when they make you weigh shit, and I wrote, like, whatever, like fucking brown jasmine rice. And it weighed it up, and it was like $3.95 for these fucking steaks, and I was like, okay, who needs a fucking card?
Brown jasmine rice.
So, I mean, I didn't touch more than one thing, but I also barely paid for it.
That's fair. I like your style.
Because I didn't want it. I wouldn't have spent $40 on those steaks.
No, you know what? I think that is the most
$3.96
responsible thing you can do. It's like, oh shit, I don't want this, but I don't want to put it back in case I have germs to give, so I'm going to do some crime. I don't want it, but I'm fucking taking it from you.
There used to be like a known.
Blah,
It
blah,
was so delicious
you know?
too. Oh, it was so
I
good.
can't remember
I'm glad I went
the
that route.
fake ingredient because at the time I was vegan and I didn't eat meat. But I have to give props to the old roommate that whenever we go grocery shopping, she would bring salmon through and just like mark it as potatoes. And
Fuck yeah.
and
dude.
it's like whatever piece of salmon you get like isn't very heavy.
No.
It's always less than a pound.
No. But it's
But the price per weight to like a potato, like a bag of potatoes is like 10 pounds and is like $3.
Yeah.
So if you like self-check out a fucking slight or like, you know, a fillet of salmon at a potato weight.
Yeah.
Potato
You're,
price.
you're paying 40
pennies.
cents.
Yeah.
It's pennies.
Yeah.
She did
You're
that
paying
every
40
fucking
cents instead of
time.
40
Yeah,
bucks.
she was so rad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you are a fucking monster.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
the best. That's the best scam you can do and not feel that guilty
Yeah.
about because you're still
You pay-
paying and also fuck yourself. You know?
And you don't even have to be like weird about it. Like it still goes in the bag, like on the secondary like reader. Like it's
totally,
still weighing it.
totally.
Like the weight hasn't
Yeah.
changed.
Just says it's potato.
It just says
It thinks
potato.
It's potatoes.
That's
It's
brilliant.
potatoes. It's a bag of potatoes.
So you can't do that with one item, but if you have like 5 items, totally doable.
No,
well,
yeah.
You just do that one first, and then you put all the other ones right on
Right.
top.
Well,
of it.
it worked with fucking, you know,
Yeah.
a fucking big old. She had a goddamn fucking fillet of salmon
dude.
every goddamn night. She ate like a king.
I literally do that 5 times a week with fucking bags of nuts, with meat, with cheese, you name it. I just grab something that I need and then punch in a weight for a random thing in the fucking bulk bin section that weighs like, it's like, 24 cents for 100 grams. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, I'm going to get this fucking bag of nuts for $4.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
See, I suck at that shit. I remember one time I went to Winners and I saw a pair
I know
of
the
shoes.
codes. I know the codes already.
Yeah.
There's one that's 696 and there's one that's 569. And I just put those codes in because they got 69 in it.
I remember one time I went to
It works every
to
time.
Winners and I changed like the tags on like a pair of shoes, and when I brought them up, the girl rung them up and she was like, what did she say to me? She's like, oh yeah, like these are like, it's $14 for these Vans,
Yeah.
but like these are Etnies. Like I know they're not the same brand.
Yeah.
This isn't the right price. And when she looked it up, she's like, oh no, they're not $15, they're like $40. And I was just like, it says 15.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, no,
Yeah, I
but
won't.
the price, you know, and
Yeah.
and so it was just like in my mind, I was like, well, I just got caught, fucking like
Yeah.
I'm so boned right now, right?
Yeah.
Like just play it cool. Don't say you don't
Yeah.
confess to anything, but also if it the option to pay and just
Also
leave,
demand
Also
satisfaction.
demand to see the manager, and a refund and the shoes. But no, just like if the option to come
Dude,
up to
I
pay
heard-
and leave comes up, like take that. You know,
Yeah.
damn. Okay, well I thought I was
That's
getting
the
a
best
deal.
you're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking heard from a grocery store manager randomly. Like, I was at the grocery store. This is months ago.
AKA your best friend.
Before the quarantine, where people are huddling around still and telling secrets really close to each other. He was saying, while I was like waiting in lineup to pay, I just overheard him say, like, yeah, that's the store's policy. He's like, if they pick it up off the shelf and it's not in the section that it's originally advertised and it says 19 cents, we have to honor
Yeah.
that. So, but he was telling the story about how this woman comes in and just grabs everything she needs and then makes the fucking customer service representatives like, she's like, I found this in here. She's got it all fucking in her head
Yeah.
by the sounds
Oh,
of
yeah.
it, right? Where she's like, I got this bag of rice for fucking 29 cents. I got this fucking, pack of cheese for, it's like, she just knows the hustle. And they're like, yeah, that's store policy. What
It
can
is.
we do? And I was over listening to this like, wow.
Well, when you think of like those store people get paid minimum wage for the amount of
Yeah.
like
How much do you
time
fucking
it takes them to have a conversation with that person, like it doesn't math out. Like give her $4 and get her out of the goddamn store.
You know what? minimum wage.
It's ballsy.
It's ballsy. It's a
to
waste of fucking
demand
but it's
satisfaction
like
after
time.
ripping
When
them
you look
off.
at the time of like this customer service
Yeah.
manager that get paid a whopping $16 an hour.
Yeah.
Like if she's gonna argue with this lady for 40 minutes over a $3 like bag of nuts, like just give it to her. Like
Yeah.
fuck off.
I have a saying that I live by. Ready for this,
Sure,
guys?
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
You know what minimum wage pays for? minimum work.
Oh yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, for
I have
sure,
no
dude.
problem doing this job for
Them's the
minimum
rules.
wage. But if this lady comes up to me and tells me she wants all these things for 20 cents, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. One of my, like,
Yeah.
I wish I could say he was
I don't care.
a great
Like,
friend.
fuck
I
it.
lost track of this dude over the
pay me
years.
better.
I'm gonna message him tomorrow, just out of this memory coming up. He was like this Australian dude I shared a office with, like a work studio with in Kensington Market, and he was so fucking rad. And he was like 3 years older than me, so he had like 3 years like freelance hustling the world experience, and I learned a lot from him. He's Australian though, and he's traveling the world. And he was blown away in Canada that minimum wage was just everyone gets paid minimum wage. At the time I worked at American Apparel, and I'm like, I get paid $12 an hour. And he's like, isn't that minimum wage? I'm like, yep. And he's like, and you're just like fine with that? And I'm like, yeah, that's just what it is. Like all these retail bullshit jobs, like you get paid minimum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're the worst jobs.
they're the worst jobs. Like they're the most, not the most stress, but like unskilled, whatever. You have to deal with the most annoying people.
You deal with so much
And
bullshit to be making
his
minimum
like
wage.
take on it was just like, so if they paid you 1 cent less, it's against the law. Like that's slavery. And you just accept that as your job.
Unless you're a server.
You just accept that as a job. Like
Yeah.
1 cent less, that's
Yeah.
illegal. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no other choice. You know? Like that's the way it works.
You do, yeah.
But he was kind of in the
Yeah.
camp like, well, in like Australia, minimum wage is $14, but every job kind of pays 18 or 19 because they want,
Yeah, a living wage.
Yeah.
but they also just like they want people that come and try, not to give the minimum
Totally.
effort. Like they want people
Yeah,
that are like a little
exactly.
bit like gonna
Right.
work a little bit harder and like, oh, like slavery is $13.99.
Yeah, it's weird when you say it.
And we're
like
gonna
that.
pay you 18.
It's a great point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's a
like,
great
we're
point.
not, you know, he's just like, that's kind of weird. It's like a Canadian, like American thing. Like in Europe, it's a little bit different. Australia, we're pretty liberal. But like Canada, North America, whatever, it's just like they pay you
feel like-
1 cent above slavery,
Yeah.
and everyone is okay with it.
That's so crazy. I feel like this is like
it's
this
fucking
is like
bullshit.
a bang wire moment where
Bang
we need
wire.
to like go out and apply for jobs that only pay minimum wage and then like get said jobs. And then when it comes time to like that conversation of like, you know, when you get that phone call, like we want you to have the job, like the paying rate is minimum wage, just
Yeah.
be like, oh no, I'm not working for that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the bang wire. And
Yeah.
then you put the pressure on them, and that's what you say. Just like, oh, so like you're gonna pay me $14 an hour because it's minimum wage, but like 1 cent above slavery.
1 cent above slavery.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that.
No, that's fucked.
Because that's the way we're raised. Like when
Yeah.
we all worked together at fucking Zellers, it was like $7.95,
Yeah,
and it's
and
like
they were good.
that was like
compared- 'cause, like,
30 cents above minimum wage, and it's
Yeah.
like that's a good job.
minimum
Zellers
wage
is
was like
fuck-
6.
yeah,
something
it's
at
like
the time.
yeah, at the time it was like yeah, Zellers is
How
a good.
fucking
That's a
crazy
good
is
job because you're like a couple cents above, like a couple
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I've never done minimum wage in my life.
I've
But-
done minimum wage every time.
Yeah, every time. Every time.
No, there's no way you have.
I think applied wiring might have been minimum
Minimum wage. Yeah, we all worked at Applied Wiring.
No, dude, it was like $11.85 or something, wasn't it?
But I feel like it was like a $9,
I feel like it was $9.
and if it was $9,
I think it was more.
It might have been. It might have been not minimum wage just because it was like a factory job. But it
I
was
don't
like,
know. You might have had to work up.
If it was minimum wage wasn't $6.
No. I think it was like
Yeah, I can't
It was
remember
it
like
was
what it was.
9 or
$9.90 maybe.
Yeah,
$9.90.
$9.90 an hour. And we all worked there for a
Yeah.
collective 3 months. Like that was the worst job.
yeah, yeah. I guess that was my only minimum wage. Oh, I worked at a grocery store before that, so I had 2 minimum wage.
What
jobs.
grocery store were
For
you
sure.
at?
Brian's
Brands.
Food Basics.
Brands. Did you
And
work
then
with Kevin?
So I worked nights with Dane.
well, let's just
sold me
drop
weed.
names.
Hey, Kevin, the roommate, worked at Food Basics for years.
Oh, that Kevin.
No.
Was that before?
No, she's
He
like
was night
he-
crew.
she's
Look at this
gotta be-
guy.
Yeah, I was night crew.
Yeah, tell me that
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was like
didn't
11.
That was the same
11
time,
or it
though.
was 7.
Yeah, but they didn't interact.
7 p.m. to no, she's like years younger than us, right?
First of all,
But that-
Kevin is a man.
But you were like years outside of high school.
So I was
Yeah.
16.
No, you're gender.
No,
but I
okay.
was like
2020.
16.
Okay.
I was still in high
I
school.
was gonna say like
yeah.
like, but Kevin worked there in high school, and we were all old as shit.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know what I was doing at that point, but no, it was 16. It was like my first like go to work and get a shitty paycheck job,
Yeah.
right? Like I worked on the farm for summers, Tom Leslie's farm, but that was the first real job, and I rode my BMX from my nan's house to work. It's like 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. or whatever it was, right? Whatever the fucking night shift was. And I got hit by a car on the way to my shift. And I'd been there for like, I don't know, 6 weeks at this point. Fucking hated it. This guy, Dan, was the boss. I told my dad about him. He's like, oh yeah, that guy was a prick in high school. Fuck that guy. Fuck that cuck.
Yeah.
Right? So fucking I show up. My bike's demolished. I'm dragging it in. I'm bleeding. I'm like fucking 10 minutes late because of all this. I still showed up. And I was like, I'm just got to sit and breathe for a minute. Like I got fucking tuned by this car, right? And the guy's like, no, get your fucking shirt on, like, out on the floor. We need pickles. We need this. And I was like, dude, I need, like, 5 minutes. He's like, you're already late.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're going to sit down, we're taking it out of your lunch break. I was like, you know what you can take out of my lunch break? My fucking dick. Like, fuck you. And that was it. I called my dad. Dad's like, Dad, I just quit my job. He's like, where are you? I was like, I'm walking out of the store. My bike's on the ground out there. And I was like, and I'm taking this fucking 2-liter pop bottle. And I fucking took this pop bottle. And I fucking hung up the
They're
phone
having
like
my dick
from
for
the front of the
lunch,
grocery
so-
store. And I fucking drank this. I just took a big swig of like fucking Barks root beer and then just whipped it. And that was it. Went outside, dragged my bike to the edge of the parking lot, and my dad came and picked me
You
up.
showed them.
Showed them.
Like, fuck you. Fuck you, Dan.
Food
Piece of shit.
basics. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Brian's food basics, Dan.
Yeah. Not
Fucking
Dan's
cuck.
food basics. It's funny that when like I still refer to all
Fuck that
food
job.
basics as Brian's.
It's Brian's, yeah.
Brian's?
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
same,
Georgetown.
It's
Day.
Georgetown. Shout
And
out
it's
to
not
Georgetown.
even Brian's food basics anymore.
Yeah, they're all individually owned.
No.
After Brian's, he started that gym in Georgetown, which I was a faithful member to this day.
Yeah.
And I saw Brian every day and his goddamn teenage wife.
Yeah, apparently that guy had a problem with fucking teenagers.
He did, yeah, and she was very willing. So I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
I mean, hey, consent.
statutory,
I don't know how it
whatever
works.
you call it.
Yeah.
But like on Mike's story of
But-
like fucking getting dinged up on your way to work.
I'm not saying what that guy's doing is wrong. I'm just saying that guy likes him young.
Whatever. She was willing, statutory. She was willing, but that whatever.
Fuck.
One morning when I was like going to, I used to work at American Apparel. I had like Yonge and Bloor Street on Toronto. So people that are Toronto geographic will get this story a little bit better than others. I'm skateboarding to work. I get stopped at Avenue Road, which is 1 block away. And I do the like, you know how you do like 3-step runs and then you throw the board under you and jump on it and you look cool as fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that, but I missed the board. And just fell face first on the ground and smacked my head as hard as you can smack your head on concrete.
But how cool did you look?
I don't remember anything until I don't remember anything until I got to Church Street, which is 1 block past where I needed to go.
Yeah.
And I like tuned in. I'm like, where the fuck am I?
Did you look cool then?
My memory goes from like stopping at the red light. Okay, green light, run. Church Street, 2 blocks later.
Cool.
And I was just like, oh shit,
Oh, no.
went too far. What's going on? Okay, turn around, go back to work. And I like walk into work and my boss is like, what the fuck? And she was like this cool girl that's like, my age.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm like, nothing, sorry, I'm a little bit late. And she's like, you're not late. I'm like, oh, well, what's the problem? She's like, well, your shirt is ripped and your head is bleeding.
There's no memory of what just happened.
No memory. I have no concept of like what's wrong. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm late. And she's like, your shift doesn't start for 10 minutes, but you're bleeding from the face and the shoulder out of your shirt is all ripped.
I'm here.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. And that was like not as bad as your boss. She's like, you absolutely need to, your shift starts in 10 minutes. Like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
But like,
Get clean.
grab a new shirt and fucking stop the bleeding from your eyebrow and your head. Like,
10
sort
minutes.
your shit out. You got 10 minutes. And I feel like that was my last like concussion. So it's been a while. Like
good.
head trauma wise, I haven't really hit my head in a while. But that was a very shocking, like, oh, I'm on Church Street. I went way past where I needed to go. And no concept of pain, discomfort. Like, I didn't look down and see that my shirt was completely ripped. Like, head trauma is scary as fuck. And that was a minimum wage job, and my boss insisted I just change my shirt and get to work. But clearly fucking injured, hit by a car. She had no idea.
Total disregard
I
for
mean,
the
I
concussion
got a-
protocol.
No, just
I
like,
got
I'll
a
give you a new
concussion.
shirt.
No
Just get to
quiet
fucking
room,
work.
No.
No.
Go work under those like fucking bright lights.
No, these fluorescent lights will be fine.
They're totally fine.
Yeah,
They'll probably
I know
help it.
you just pick online orders all day, so get in front of that computer.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not going to do any of those things, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to sit in the back and do nothing, because that's why this job is sick.
Make sure you stand up as straight as you can so it doesn't look like you're
That's right.
slacking off.
But I got a free shirt out of it.
Oh, that's good. And some brain damage.
Well, speaking of
Free shirt and
being in
irreversible
cages-
brain damage.
Yeah.
Sign me
I
up.
was going to say, that's a great segue for...
Great segue.
Have-
Speaking to living life.
has anyone ever got their arm ripped off at work
Yeah.
and gone back to their job within 8 days?
I
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I had
Sorry.
my thumb ripped off and I was back at work within a week.
Within a week?
Yeah.
How many days? Are you more man than Steffi?
Yeah.
Well, that was a woman.
No.
no,
that's-
no, she's a man.
Oh,
He's a man.
She's a transgender.
Tuesday to Tuesday.
Oh,
the
yeah,
weekend in
That's
between.
7 days. Yeah,
7.
okay.
That's
It's on par.
5 work days.
It's on par. We're not going to gender assume
What-
Steffi, Mike.
What's his name?
It's
Steffi?
2020.
Yeah, fuck you, Steffi. You got nothing.
Whatever.
That
Fuck
was
off.
He lost a full arm.
Oh,
though.
that was a full arm.
Yeah, I just lost
Yeah.
the tip of my
Anyway,
thumb.
we're talking about Tiger King, the
Yeah.
fucking greatest show of all time.
Tip of your
Yeah,
dick.
tip of my penis when I got circumcised at 31.
At work.
Girlfriend didn't like it anymore. And I circumcised it, and guess what? She dumped me. So
Whoa.
now I'm with Kevin, and he doesn't judge my mutilated penis. Just like Tiger King didn't judge.
Dude, there's big gaps in this fucking show for me because I like watch it so fucking stoned the last couple nights where it's like all of a sudden he's walking with a limp now. It's like I missed like
he
it
had,
must have been
he
the
had
whole
limp
time.
the whole
didn't he?
time. He
I
has the
don't know.
world's skinniest
Did he?
legs.
It was like...
It's all skinny
Yeah.
leg and mostly leg brace.
So, I just like, even...
Also, let's point out that I cut my face like Joe Exotic.
Yeah, let's acknowledge the
Yeah,
fact
RJ
that
Exotic.
RJ Exotic.
mid watch, like probably by
the
like
J in RJ stands for
Yeah.
Joe. And it's the real Joe Exotic.
and the R stands for
Robert
exotic.
Joe. Robert Joe Exotic.
Exotic John Exotic.
Robert Joe Exotic.
What a cuck. Oh fuck! But like in between this and that, like Hare Krishna fucking one that we watched a couple months ago, like I just don't believe anybody anymore when they tell their backstories of how they got places. Like they're all
Explain.
just, they're just like
No,
remember
no,
that
no,
guy
no.
where he was just like, oh, I broke my leg at 1,000 places and my yoga fucking fixed it, and like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know. And this guy, he's just like the same deal. It's like these wild outlandish stories, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Dude, I was legit 4 episodes into this series, still thinking this is completely fake. Like this is a
Right.
phony TV
Yeah.
show. They're putting it on all this fucking karaoke that they've been doing. Like everyone's got a karaoke album that is a star
It
in
had a
this like
Trailer
reality
Park
series.
Boys and like an R. Kelly. Like, I'll just give
Oh,
you a
big
record
time.
deal.
Big
That's
time.
fucked.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Like they should have made a fucking like show of seasons, seasons of this fucking
They
zoo.
tried.
is
They
what should have
tried,
done.
and
They
that
tried.
fucking
Did they?
crackhead.
And
I
like,
guess that is a
they
theme,
tried,
yeah.
and 15 alligators lost
and
their
then
life.
fucking
Mike.
Joe Exotic burned down all Michael Jackson's alligators.
Yeah. Piece of shit. Yeah. He said no.
Michael Jackson is in this video unintentionally, and that's why it's great.
That's true too. Fuck that guy. But it's the little things that you learn afterwards, that all those alligators that apparently perished in the insurance arson fire owned Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson owned them, and Joe Exotic for sure.
I missed that whole part.
It's not in the movie. It came out after.
Oh,
That's like
Yeah. They didn't mention it.
That's like news outside the scope of like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson lost all those alligators in whatever 2008 or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, it also turns out after all this bullshit that none of the guys he was married to and banging were gay. Explain that
They're
one.
just meth addicts.
To be clear,
Yeah, blowing dudes.
they're gay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. They're actually gay.
You can like,
Yeah,
if you're bi, you're gay. No?
you're gay.
You
You're
know
gay.
what? Love
Yeah.
is love.
I
Like
mean,
if-
you can be attracted
If a
to
dude
both.
bangs
sure,
you,
but
you're gay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
No.
don't try and be like, oh, it was straight and it was meth. It's like,
I
You're-
feel like it's like, who gives
Yeah.
there is a case, though. There is a case because the guy ended up marrying a woman. And,
yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
great.
So there's he could be bisexual.
He can be bisexual, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with being gay.
But while he
but
was
don't
fucking a
try
dude,
and
he
be
was
like,
gay.
I was never gay. I just like
Yeah.
suck that dicks all the time. It's like, come on, dude. Like,
I don't know.
seasons
What's gayer than
change,
sucking a
tastes
dick and being
change.
a
I
man?
liked watermelon a lot when I was a kid, but I don't anymore.
I like dick.
But
now.
you can't say like I never actually ate like watermelon. Like I just did it because everyone else did.
I never liked
I never
it.
liked
I
it.
never
It was
liked
just
it.
like always around.
No.
It's like, come on.
I mean, I did kind of like how wet it was in my mouth,
Yeah,
but
like-
like I never really liked the
didn't
taste of
Taking
it.
a big mouthful and swallowing it down.
I don't know. I just whatever.
Well, yeah, whatever.
So I wouldn't say
But
I'm a
don't try and
watermelon
walk that
fan.
back.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking like
I
whatever.
think that's a different argument.
Joe Exotic was cool as shit. You should be honored to be married to him. Don't walk that back.
wait a
Don't
minute.
walk that back.
Maybe not on.
Dude, he just shot guns blindly into the night
Yeah.
and the day.
that
That's
might have
cool
been
as
one of
shit.
my favorite parts of the episode.
So
Like,
so
I'm not-
liberal with the gun use.
Like I do not like.
He's
guns.
just pointing them at people and then just at the last second raising it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Bam! Ha, ha,
Yeah,
ha.
shooting the ground all the
Fucking
time.
Yosemite Sam.
fucking basket.
I love
Yeah.
that, like, they didn't even have targets up. They just, like, shot the shotguns into the lake.
Yeah.
Like, that's so fucking,
Yeah.
just full wasting.
Yeah. Oh, and it's
Dude.
so badass.
Ugh.
Like
It's so
but
bad.
again, I'm not a gun guy. I hate
We need to get guns.
I think they're stupid, and I would never.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
would
get
never
some guns.
own
We're
it.
for
getting
sure.
guns.
No, we're not. I'm not getting a gun.
We're gonna blow them into
No.
Guelph
Dude,
Lake.
I'll
No.
tell you.
Blow
I'll tell you,
them
you need
into
to get
the-
some guns.
Blow 'em
'cause
into the credit
My
river.
buddy got a fucking shotgun for a wedding gift from somebody, and we went out back and cut down trees with this shotgun for like an
Yeah.
hour. And it is the funnest thing you'll ever do in your whole life. Is chop down trees with a shotgun.
Jesus.
You gotta get a gun.
We're getting guns.
I'm not getting a gun.
Quarantine's
Guy-
hard.
This guy fucking puts the jacket on.
I'm gonna
and
get
look
you.
at him.
If you and Kevin ever get gay married, I'm gonna fucking get you a gun. for your
Yeah, I'm
wedding.
gonna shoot guns off at that gay wedding.
Wow. And no gun rack.
No gun rack. No, you hold that gun the whole time.
No.
No, okay.
You lay that gun on the floor, put it on the couch, keep it nearby.
Next to the baby's crib.
Yeah.
Put it under the truck seat.
Yeah. There you go. That's you guys. No, don't give me fucking.
You're
guns.
getting a gun
I-
for-
no.
I'm getting
You're
you a
getting a
gun.
gun.
I'm getting you a
No,
gun.
You're
That's
getting
it.
guns.
You're
I'm
getting
not getting
guns.
That's your wedding.
We'll put 2 Kevin on it, okay? You little
Yeah,
cuck
you're getting a
bitch.
gun for your wedding.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll donate
sorry,
them
bud.
to the American fucking
You're
school
not donating shit.
system.
You're
Do
gonna be
it.
upset for
Do
like
it,
an
but
hour,
it's
and
still
then
gonna
so
be your gun.
you're gonna blast them into the yard and have all the fun.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Like I don't have a yard to blast.
Blast
them
them into the air, wherever.
Strata. Yeah, it's the Strata's problem. They can fix it.
Blast them into the air,
Just
whatever.
cut down all the
No,
trees.
No.
Yeah, we're getting you a
All
gun,
right.
bud.
All right. Fine. 2 guns.
2 guns.
All right, I'm sold.
His and hers.
No,
or
both you.
Both me.
Yeah, his and hers, of
Yeah.
course. Of course. We'll get you the Derringer, and we'll give Kevin the fucking shotgun.
Yeah. The little lady pistol that goes on the ankle.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
Derringer. You tuck it in your
Yeah.
tights.
Little 2-shot in case you get in trouble.
Yeah. Tuck it between your legs where your dick's supposed to be.
Oh fuck! I'm never gonna recover financially
You're
from this.
never gonna go.
Yeah, top 5 moments. of
Oh
that
my
fucking
god.
series for sure.
The
So
best part
funny.
of the whole thing is when fucking Buddy gets his arm ripped off and he instantly runs into the guest or like into the fucking
Gift shop.
The gift shop and just like, listen, you'd rather hear from me than anybody else. Employee just had their arm ripped off. 50% off anything you want, or you can get your fucking money back.
Free
Like,
T-shirt, whatever you
free
need.
T-shirt.
T-shirts and keychains for everybody.
No one
And
cared.
everyone
No,
No
was like,
one
fucking
cared.
Like, what
There
the-
wasn't a gasp in the
No,
room.
It
No
was
one's
just like, oh,
no.
just another day at the zoo.
Damn it, we missed it,
Yeah.
Barbara.
because if I'm going to
Because you had to change your tampon, you know,
like if
I told you we were gonna be late.
that's part of it though,
Don't you wear
right?
your pants.
Like if you go to a tiger zoo, like it's not because they're cute. It's like I want to see a fucking
It's because you
I
want
want to see them
monster.
rip the head off of
yeah.
something.
I want to see a bear trap with arms and legs. I want to
see a bear
that.
fight a tiger. That's why I'm going to see it.
Dude.
I'm sure that's illegal,
It
but
can
that's
happen.
also why I would never go to
Let's
anything.
set that up.
Like, I don't support it because it's not what I want.
Grizzly versus tiger's a good fight.
Yeah. You tell me you wouldn't put money
my
on that?
second favorite part of this whole series is when all the times that he fed that expired meat to the general
fuck.
public.
Okay, but before we get into that, before we
He
get into
just
that,
made a fucking soup kitchen, fucking
yeah.
Christmas dinners, just all these expired meats, just cooking them for the fucking public.
Oh, when he okay, the funny thing about that is didn't he not he put on some cookathon with the fucking rancid
Chili cook-off.
Chili
rancid
cook-off, yeah.
meat for free from Walmart. He took that rancid meat, had a
It's not
chili
rancid. It's expired.
rancid.
Don't you put that-
rancid meat?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
But so he puts that shitty meat on the either way, makes these people a buffet dinner
yeah,
that they had to then pay for, which then that was the money that he used
He
to
used
fucking
to
pay
hire
for the hitman to
fucking
kill
hitman.
Carol fucking Baskin.
Baskin's a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the
Yeah.
worst part of this thing.
Yep.
He's fucked.
Oh, man.
He's the worst.
He's going
But
down,
she's
dude. He's going
she's
down.
fucking
She's
walking around
fucked.
being like, these animals shouldn't be in cages. And then there's shots of them in cages
She's getting
smaller
rich
than
off
this
that.
fucking room.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You
Yeah.
fucking bitch.
Yeah, Baskin needs
Oh,
to
she's
go to
getting
hell.
rich off that shit and mistreating those animals, all in the name of sanctuary, right?
She paid 0 employees
No.
with this bullshit T-shirt
Yeah.
promotion thing.
Yeah,
and
dude.
you know what?
And it's
Isn't
proud.
that so fucked up?
proud of it.
How
Call
you
me
can trick
outlandish,
people into working
but
for
she
you just
murdered
out of
her
merit.
fucking
She
husband.
absolutely murdered her husband.
Piece of shit. She fucking at one point says something about if you want a tiger to attack someone, you just have to put
Sardine oil.
sardine oil.
Sardine
on them.
oil.
That's all you need.
She killed her husband for sure.
Oh, is that all you need?
Oh, is that what you just said on TV?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of sardine oil?
After saying you don't know how your husband disappeared, it's just put a little if you want a tiger to attack someone, you put a little sardine
little
oil.
sardine oil.
Yeah,
Fucking
she
bitch.
knew. She knew the tricks.
She
That's
knew
what
the
I'm
trick.
saying.
Absolutely.
And when he gets attacked by that tiger on camera, and fucking shoots his gun at it and stuff, is one of the best parts
That's
of
the
the whole
best.
documentary.
Yeah.
That is one of the coolest things he's ever done, for sure.
I'll shoot you
He
behind
could
the
have just
eyes,
shot
you
the tiger,
son
but he
of a
kept his
bitch.
cool. He kept
He's-
his cool and just grazed its fucking.
He
He
did not
really... No, he
right?
kept his cool.
He kept his cool.
And a fucking cage
He
full
kept
of
his cool.
tigers,
Yeah.
and he has
Yeah.
Okay.
it.
And
That's
he
some
told him, he was
bullshit
like, I'll
revolver.
shoot you right
You're
between
right.
the
That has
fucking
6
eyes.
shots, and he blew off 2.
Yeah.
And
They
he
don't
just-
know that, though.
Yeah.
But he knows that, and he's backing up slowly, just
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like, "You fuckers."
Yeah.
Yeah. Loud
He's
as fuck.
fucking boned. If they come at him, we've seen his reactions. We saw his defense. He has a bum leg.
Yeah.
He's not gonna kill any of those.
Yeah.
No,
animals.
he's such a wounded
He's
little...
he's a wounded
He has a
dove.
But you know what was my favorite part about that scene? Other than the fact that he got dragged around by that
I
animal
loved when he
and it
got
was
bit by
really
the tiger.
awesome,
Yeah.
was watching the tiger's reactions to it, where it was they all know him as their
Yeah.
parental figure,
Yeah.
right? So there's a level
hand
of
that feeds.
love for him, I guess we'll say. I'll use that word loosely.
Or respect.
But
probably.
you can also then see the like wild side of them, that it's like, this guy is hurt, and
That's
Yeah. You got fucking expired
Exactly.
meat on
Yeah.
your shoes, and you're
It took
dipping
you got
one-
sardine meat on your
Sardine
shoes,
meat.
and you're limping
Yeah.
around. Like,
that was exactly. It's
Yeah.
like one tiger like
Yeah.
tested him, and then all of them are like,
Yeah.
oh wait,
all of them kind of like got
all of
up.
them are like, oh yeah.
And no one after that, it wasn't so much of like any of them came in, but
no,
it was like
they're just looking.
they
They're like,
let them
it was
wait.
that.
leave. But
Yeah.
it was
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
we're watching you. Like if you fucking stumble and fall,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're coming to eat you.
Yeah.
You know. But we love you.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do.
Yeah, but we'll still eat
We'll
you,
eat you.
fucking asshole first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bite
Oh,
the
my
neck, eat
asshole
the ass.
first. Eat the asshole out of him. He'd probably like
Yeah.
it.
He'd like it. He would be so into that.
Love it. He'd love
Do we
it.
have to like not acknowledge his Travis light? Probably my favorite thing of all time.
Well, what was Mike
His
saying
what?
before about?
Did
Hold
you
on,
watch
hold on,
the whole?
Hold on, let's wait. Like, what were you saying, Mike, earlier before about something that you were into there? I think you were talking about penis.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're into
Yeah.
sucking his dick or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
was I saying that before I cut out?
Yeah, I think, yeah, you're like, I
Oh.
want to peel back his foreskin and what?
Yeah. He has a Prince
Oh.
Albert, and I
Well,
have a...
one thing I was gonna say was that yes, his dick did look delicious in his khakis, but also, it turns out that he didn't fucking write or sing any of
No, he
those.
didn't.
No, of
No.
course not.
Like, None of those were
No.
him. None of
of
them.
them.
And he would like put one on at that guy's funeral and like poorly fucking
So, like,
sang over top of it.
He
It was
talked about how
pathetic.
great his dick was, like in front of his mom.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Oh
jump the
my
gun,
god!
but like,
And she's about to snap.
Oh,
The
she's
whole
gonna
time she's
snap.
like rocking back and forth like this,
Oh,
just like
yeah, yeah.
fucking. Oh my
he
god!
was just
Oh my
like, there
god!
was one night when I was like sitting at the computer looking at fucking Carol fucking Baskin, and I was so angry. And then Travis came over and put his big beautiful balls right in my face.
Put his balls in
Yeah.
my face.
His big gold nuggets. You've all seen his balls.
At this fucking kid's
Yeah,
funeral.
you've all seen his balls. Anybody that's worked here has seen his balls. They're beautiful.
They're
Big
beautiful,
Gold, big
gold.
gold nuggets.
Beautiful.
And then it looks over at his,
Sent from the
his
Asians.
mom, and she's just like
Crying.
fucking losing it.
She's convulsing and like shaking back and,
And he's
forth.
wearing like a fucking priest
my
outfit,
Lord.
singing
Poor
songs.
Exactly. Why was he dressed like the priest?
I don't know.
That was the
I
biggest
don't
I don't
takeaway.
idea.
fucking know.
like a honky tonk priest.
Yeah.
So like, if you like,
Randy
okay, like back this
Travis
up
or-
again. He full on did some Randy Travis like karaoke.
Yeah.
He talked about the guy's beautiful dick and balls.
Golden balls.
And my biggest takeaway was, why was he dressed as a priest?
Well, it's like when that person gets their arm ripped off, he's just got a blue cross jacket that he throws on. He's like, I'm part of this team now, you know? It's like, he's got an
He had
outfit.
that, yeah.
If you didn't know he was gay, that would tell you. He's got an outfit
He has
for
an
every
outfit for
occasion.
everything. There's glitter for everything.
There's glitter.
Oh.
He's got a fucking
He's-
outfit. He's basically the YMCA
He's proud and
guy.
brave for every occasion.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, he's such a character. I see that it's so unbelievable. Like it literally took me 4 hours of watching this documentary to be like, okay, maybe they're not putting this on. Maybe this is actually happening. I was convinced it was going to be like like a Trailer Park Boys, like
Right.
it's shot like it's real, but it's really.
Because you
You
know
know,
what? You know when
all
the,
staged,
you want to
but-
know the moment that I knew that it was like this is absolutely fucked up.
Right.
Is when Joe decided that he was gonna run for president,
Sure.
right? And he
Yeah.
hired
Stupidest thing
as
I've
his
heard.
campaign manager
The Walmart
the
guy.
fucking guy at Walmart that sells them ammo, right? But like, and as fucked up as that sounds, like, oh my god, who is this guy? And fucking like, where the fuck were they? Like Alabama, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma. Same
Oklahoma.
thing.
Like, who is this
Yeah.
guy?
The
But
ass.
this guy ends up being like the most rational
Yeah.
person. If,
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
like if I
totally.
told you, like, watch this.
The only normal
Watch
one.
this fucking 7-part documentary, Tiger King, And the guy that sells ammo at Walmart is the most rational person out
Right.
of all of it. Him and the fucking, like...
Guy with no legs.
No, not the guy with the
That
other
guy was good.
The other guy with long hair that was, like... He was smoking a cigarette, filling up the gas
Right.
tanks in a fucking room full of,
The
like,
f-
6 other
Yeah,
gas
he was like the
tanks.
full ex-con. Like, I found this job on Craigslist.
At one point, they're like, how many wives does, like, that Doc Adler guy
Doc
have? He's
Adler.
like, I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care.
And they're just like, all right, next question.
Like, he gives a tour of his like trailer. And it's just like Pringles cans and garbage everywhere.
And he was devastated by it, right? Like
Oh,
that was
yeah,
his,
that's
like
his
he
job.
was like, I just care for those animals. Like it was so him and the guy with no legs were cool as fuck.
The guy with no legs was cool as fuck.
they were all cool as fuck.
Yeah, he had some cool like graphics
Yeah,
on his fake
yeah.
legs.
At the end, it looked like he was like building race cars or something.
Yeah, like he
Drag
didn't, you know.
Both of them went on to bigger things.
I don't want to say he didn't miss a step because he doesn't have
He
legs.
hasn't had a step in years.
Yeah, but he's fucking missed a lot of steps. But he definitely seems to be the only one that came out of this standing
did a
upright
great
on
job.
2 feet.
He did a great job with himself.
Yeah.
I thought it was so weird how that fucking creepy doc guy, so gross, looks like a fucking modern jazz musician.
Sure.
How the hell he's pulling all these fucking like
Kids.
20-year-old babes?
Younger than that. He's pulling He's getting 17,
Pulling
18-year-olds.
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ.
And when, like, I hate getting into, like, appearance shaming because I guess, whatever, it's frowned upon. But when there's that, like, one girl that's, like, giving all the dirt, you're kind of like, who is this fucking girl? I guess, you know, like, what the hell is she talking about? And then it, like, cuts to, like, photos of her when she's, like, 19, 20, and she just got her breast implants. It's like, wow, she was actually, like, super hot.
Which girl are you talking
Yeah,
about?
she's a
Carol
babe.
Baskin?
No, the girl that's, like, Doc's girl. Like, that give all the dirt
Oh.
on him. Like, well, it's interviewing her, like, her face-to-face. It's like, who is this, like, random chick? Looks like a totally, you know, normal person. But
Looks
then
like
it,
a
like,
librarian.
shows... Yeah, just like, wait, why is this person in the movie? Why is she in this cult? And then it, like, cuts to her when she's, like, 20 and has a fresh set of boobs.
Wearing a fucking tiger.
Yeah,
bikini.
and you're like, oh, I get it. Like, she's fully in this, like, cult, and Doc, like, she was one of Doc's girls for years. And now she's, like, old and kicked
Yeah.
out.
Like,
And now sour.
She's singing it. She's singing now. She's
Doc-
telling
Yeah.
everyone about it.
fucking, I couldn't take Doc serious.
No, every time Doc's the worst.
He just reminded me of, like, Will Ferrell dressed up as, like, a fucking...
They look like Will
like,
Ferrell.
somebody that would go on Jay Leno as, like, the wildlife expert, right? Like, but, like,
He's gonna
what
sit
about
right
when,
there.
like, the actual, like, payment of the murder and stuff, right?
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh,
And
that
then-
guy was cool as hell.
That, like, Mike Vieira looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, that
His
was...
pedophile mustache.
Yeah, and his teardrop.
Who?
Yeah, the guy that, like, they paid the money. They paid him money to fucking, like, kill Carol Baskin, but then he just took it and went
He
partying.
went to a strip club.
Oh yeah, that
But
guy
then,
was
like,
cool.
the
That guy
final,
was so cool.
the final interview that this guy gives is him in a fucking bathing suit in a bathtub in some fucking grimy motel. Right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
what
totally.
the fuck is
Yeah.
this documentary? This is it's things like
all
this.
all
like,
of the last interviews were sad
Yeah.
in their own way. The one guy was all methed out and he just like rolled back on the bed like, you know. The other guy was getting his fucking tattoos covered up.
Oh,
They
property
do
of
a
Joe
close up
Exotic
on his
tattoo.
mouth. He's like laying down getting his tattoo and they just show his nasty gums.
His gum comes.
It's disgusting.
and then his fucking
Yeah.
tattoo, his cover-up tattoo doesn't even
Doesn't
cover
even
up the,
cover.
like,
No.
still says, like,
You
Joe
can still
Exotic
read
on
half
his
of it.
Still read
side.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
This is a bull. It's a bull with Joe Exotic on each side.
Oh man.
Yeah, poor guy.
I mean, it was one of those things that can only it'll only happen once in a lifetime. A story like this,
Oh,
you
Yeah.
know.
it's perfect story.
Oh my god, it was the
All the
greatest
stars
story
align.
ever. Greatest story ever.
Greatest story ever told.
Yeah.
Shakespeare can suck
Yeah.
Joe Exotic's dick.
Yeah. Travis's golden
Yeah.
ball.
And this is also the I don't know, the opposite of what I normally feel watching these things. It's like most of them are 5 episodes. It's like it should have just been 1.
Right.
Yeah.
This was 7, and it's like I wish
There
it
needs
was
to be
4.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying that since
Yeah.
like day one when we watched the shows. I'm like, this is a 10-episode show that needed to be 4. Like, you're just dragging this out. But this is like, there's so much going on. Like, wait. How is there not another episode digging into
Yeah.
Carol? We need a full episode on Carol.
Like, Carol is gonna get fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Especially after the fact, all these like internet sleuths are gonna dig in.
Oh yeah, if Don't Fuck With Cats taught us anything, it's
Oh,
that those
there's
fucking
Facebook
lazy
groups.
internet people that don't have
Yeah.
anything better to do.
Oh,
Now
those
there's a
little-
corona going on
Oh,
too.
so many Corona
Oh
people
my
have nothing to
God,
do.
Someone's getting to the bottom of it, and then they're gonna be upset because they won't get credit getting to the bottom of it. And then Carol Bass gonna go to jail,
As she should.
as she should.
As she should.
Carol fucking Baskin. Yeah, it was a great time though. Oh, we gotta.
Mike giving us a goddamn poor connection.
Yeah.
The
Come on,
Carol
man.
Baskin of this show.
Oh my God, he wishes he was Carol Bass.
Oh, he's back. He's back. The man of the hour. Love you, buddy.
No, he's the cool guy that fucking like had the baby tigers and just fucked everybody with his wife.
He's Travis or he's Doc?
Jeff.
Jeff? Who the fuck is Jeff?
Jeff was the guy with no hair that cucked Joe at the end.
Oh. I like that like Cuban guy that was in the first few episodes. That guy was cool.
Guy. Who was that?
Do you remember the Cuban guy, Mike?
With no arm.
It was like the first few episodes he was in it. And he's just like, oh, Carol, her husband is gone. Like, he did that kind of thing. And then we
Oh.
never really...
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Totally, the gardener.
Yeah, he was the coolest. He was the coolest guy in the show.
Yeah. He gone.
He gone.
Yeah, I totally
He
remember
gone.
that.
You talk about
That
Carol?
he was around for the first marriage.
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. Carol, husband, gone.
I think this will come back though. This has got to be a second series to
Second,
this
for
because
sure.
there's the whole trial.
Yeah.
There's the behind the scenes with Carol too, because she's not as fucking. You
no,
know,
she's guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
innocent to all this.
No.
Yeah, she's basically doing the same thing, but like making it about something else, disguising it.
You know what the
as a
fucked up thing
sanctuary.
about
Joe
her?
in jail, like that's a Netflix show.
Do you know what her
Cancel
like,
Orange
hold
is the
on.
New Black.
The fucked up
Sure.
thing about Carol
Man,
Baskin.
his hair when
Tiger
he's in jail
print is the
gets
new black.
way better.
Yeah. No, but like
Tiger
with Carol
print is the
Baskin, like
new
she
black.
straight up is like
Yeah.
she does the exact
Works.
same thing that he does,
Same thing.
but she just doesn't
Yeah.
breed them. And I get that there is a
Yeah.
difference there, and I understand as well that like you can't breed these cats over here in North America in Joe Exotic's fucking trailer in a crib and then expect to put them back into wherever the fuck they go. Russia?
They
I
don't go anywhere,
know, like-
dude. They live their whole life behind those
Right,
cages.
but so that's what I
Same
mean.
with
Like
Cheryl's
they have,
or
like they
Carol's.
can't.
Like,
they
don't go
need
back
to.
to the
Like they're
wild.
fucked. You've already fucked them. They need to go somewhere that's not back into the wild.
Fuck him, shoot
right?
him. Joe Exotic was
But,
right.
but at the same
Euthanize him.
time, it's just like she's just benefiting off of these guys. You know, like she
Yeah.
wouldn't have a business either. And I guess maybe she's okay with
No.
that. But
Fuck him.
well, yeah, no, well, fuck them all. I'm
She's
not
a
saying,
multimillionaire as it is.
I'm just
Yeah.
sayst saying that
like she inherited all
She
of her
tries to-
first husband's
She's so
fortune
sad
right
as
now.
fuck over like, oh, there's like 200 cats that have no like. Fuck off. Just
Yeah.
fucking kill them. Who
I just
cares?
I read an article.
And the thing is, we don't know. We
Kill 'em,
don't
I know.
know that she's
Don't
not
kill 'em all.
breeding.
Kill them all.
We don't know she's not breeding those tigers. She might not be breeding them on the property. It doesn't mean she's not
she
selling them to
benefits
someone
off
else
of
to be
them
bred and then
getting
buying the
bred,
cubs
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
or getting the cubs
get the
back.
use
We
out
don't
of them
know.
while they're fucking cute and little, and you play with them, and then when they're too old, kill them. Like, what is so hard to understand about this?
Now listen, like,
Okay.
is it wrong to profit off of
It's
that?
absolutely
Like, yeah,
not wrong.
Kinda.
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat
But
meat
at
in
the
your
same
day-to-day
time, there's
life,
twice as many in captivity than there is in the wild.
that's
Twice as many in captivity in the
that's
U.S.
They're
than there is
monsters.
in the
They shouldn't
wild
be
of the
free
world.
everywhere.
So
He's got a point.
I don't know.
They
point,
shouldn't
man.
be free everywhere. They're monsters. But
They
if
shouldn't
you
be
can
free in
like
North
sit
America.
here at the end of the day, and this comes from someone that was vegan for years, almost a decade. If you're gonna be, I eat cows,
AKA
I
cup
eat
bitch.
beef, I eat chicken, I eat fish. Those animals have a use, a shelf life, whatever. You can't think a tiger is cool for 6 months to play with, and now it has to live till it's 13 years old in captivity. No, just fucking kill it. It has its use. You made money off it. And move on.
Feed it to the
Feed
tiger
it to the
cubs.
tiger
Feed
cubs.
to the-
Whatever you gotta do.
The next tiger cub that you're gonna have until it's
The
old
world
enough.
is not
Yeah.
fucking Disney
Let it live in
princess.
its rib
I'm
cage.
sorry. Disney princess life, not a thing.
Or
Things
maybe
have
just-
value. Things have money.
No, it's
Maybe
cruel,
just don't-
though.
maybe just
The
don't-
problem is like
Killing
are people
cows
gonna
for
exploit it?
hamburgers is
That's
cruel.
What they're trying
McDonald's is cruel. But we all choose to eat there
Dude,
twice a day.
It's all been exploited.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
fuck off. Get
I
off
don't
your
know.
high horse.
You guys, he has a point.
Play
He
with
has
that
got a
But I
cat
think they're just trying to
until
limit
it's-
the exploitation.
Like
No,
my thing,
that's
like
all.
No, enjoy it.
horses. What about horses?
What about him?
Like, are horses native to North America?
No,
No,
they're from
right?
Spain.
They're from
Spanish
like,
brought 'em.
in like India,
Yeah.
right?
Well, who knows?
Who knows?
History's
I
blurry.
think they were
Spanish.
brought
Oh,
here.
maybe
History's
originally,
blurry
but-
as hell.
So there is a weird fine line. I will give you this. That it's like, it's the same with the fucking like.
But horses don't cost 40 grand a year
No,
to
but
like
I mean, it's the same
maintain.
with like when you hear about how like people in Korea eat dogs and
Sure
people
they
get
do.
fucking
And
upset
that's
about
fine.
it. It's just like, yeah, but like to them it's food.
That's
to,
fine.
To us, it's
Absolutely.
Not that,
If I lived in
right?
Korea, I'd eat dogs and
People
cats all the
in
time.
France, like you are.
I
you
ate
love
snails, I
a
ate everything.
Fat bowl.
Horse,
of
I'll eat
horse
horse.
meat,
I'll
right?
eat a bowl of
But
horse
to
meat.
eat a bowl of horse meat here, people would puke in your face.
That's fine.
you know.
Different different strokes for different folks.
strokes, different folks. Yeah, I don't
For
care.
sure.
You go left and right.
If-
You go fucking east west. I go south north.
If
That's just
Yeah.
how we do it. But yeah, like why is it any different for the tigers than it is for the horses, than it is for the cows, than it is for the pigs?
I don't think it is.
You know,
Because
I don't know.
it
Tigers
hasn't
are
been exploited
fucking
yet.
monsters
And
that will eat your arms.
maybe it's not different
Tigers.
underneath it all, but it's like socially they haven't been exploited, so people are trying to just like get ahead of it, so that they're not treated like beef and chicken.
But it sounds like they already
that's all
have
it is.
been though.
Okay, well here's one.
Yeah,
If
to some extent.
dragons were real. Let's just pretend dragons are real.
Fucking sluts.
And for 3
Or
months,
Bigfoot.
dragons are the size of a house cat, and they're really cute, and they just go,
You want to
and
go
smoke
see them.
comes out of their mouths, and you just play with them. But then after that, they become the size of a city block, and they eat everybody. Do you just keep those dragons in the cage slightly larger than a city block for the rest of their lives because they'll eat everybody?
Absolutely not. I think
No,
you're-
you cut their fucking heads off at
No,
3
turn
months.
it into jerky.
They're not meant to be
Yeah.
here.
Turn
I thought
them
it was
into jerky.
disgusting that you wanted to put them in cages.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you let them.
That
go free.
fucking majestic tiger should live in the wild or be killed at 6 months old.
But what's the wild when they were like birthed in? Fucking
If you're in
Oklahoma?
Indonesia, that's luck of the draw.
Yeah.
We are fortunate enough to be born in first world Canada. Good
Yeah.
for us. We're not born in like the deepest, darkest place in the world that we don't have food.
Yeah, tiger
Sorry,
country.
Tiger
AKA
country.
Tiger country.
Sorry,
Oklahoma.
City,
Yeah,
you
we're
got a
not
new
born in
apex
goddamn
predator,
Oklahoma. Good
right?
for us.
Yeah,
That sucks. Sucks for those tigers.
that's where they live now.
Luck of
Like
the
you
draw.
mean like let them free?
No, kill them at 6 months. I've said that many times now.
Oh, okay.
Let
Whoa.
them let them be pet and take photographed of, and then kill them.
and then put them down at 6 months.
Don't even put them down.
No question.
String them up by their neck. Do what you gotta do.
Put them down or up doesn't matter.
Don't put them
I
down.
don't care how you do it. But you can't
Sounds like a rap song.
you can't have a
Dude.
fucking tiger
Totally does.
sanctuary with hundreds of tigers that cost thousands, if not $500,000 a year of expired Walmart meat, and they're sad as fuck. That's so much worse. Just kill them. Like, get out of here. Even if you're like a God-fearing Christian, that
mean, it's the lesser of two evils.
God-fearing
it sounds
Christians
like.
who I also think are fucking bullshit don't believe animals have souls. So like, what's the difference?
Well,
Just
Yeah, but
fucking
no
kill
one
them.
actually
like,
believes
first
in
of all,
God.
I
that
mean,
way,
those are the
aren't
most
they?
noble on paper people of all time.
That's the dumbest thing I've
The
ever heard.
dumbest
But they
people.
just want to go to church and brag
they're
about their
fucking
new
stupid.
fucking
They should
truck
also
and
be
sing the
strung up at
gospel.
6
That's
months.
it. They don't actually believe.
Christians are the dumbest people.
I know, but they believe that animals don't have souls. So, like, are you saying you think an animal has a soul?
I don't think any of us have souls.
Exactly. So who cares? Just fucking kill the stupid cats at 6 months old.
I'm just saying, like, maybe don't breed them.
Don't breed them. Sure, do what you gotta do, but don't house them for years in cages. Like that's what I'm.
No,
At
I'm
the end of the
saying
day,
set
I'm
free.
saying housing them for their entire duration of life in cages is fucked. Just if you're gonna
It's
be a
worse.
profitable
It's
exploiting animals person like Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, and you just want people to play with cats and get photos and pay $30 a shot, end it at 6 months. When they're too big, end it. Don't fucking hold them in cages for their whole
But
lives.
how are they breeding after 6 months? Can they breed?
Hold
after
one,
6
like the same way you do roosters, that get eggs for everyone to eat that are delicious.
months? You
Like manage it.
you fucking animal.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Or
sorry.
just don't do it. But maybe just don't,
Don't-
do it.
Don't do it.
We
Don't
can't
do
talk
it or
any
fucking
sense
kill-
to this guy. It's fucking Robert Joe Exotic.
I'm with
It's
ya.
Robert Joe
I'm with ya.
Exotic in the flesh.
Robert Joe Exotic, look at my goddamn mustache.
Yeah.
I'm with
Jacket,
you.
mustache,
Don't
yeah.
do it, or just kill them. Don't
Is that
fucking.
Sparkles?
Don't fucking keep them for whatever they live, like 8, 9 years in a
Are
goddamn
you wearing
cage. Like
glitter
that's
on
fucked.
your
Yeah.
chest?
I agree. I
That's
totally
fucked.
agree.
Just kill him.
No, I don't agree with
I
that.
agree,
I don't
I
agree
agree.
with
It's a
kill.
lesser of
At the
two
end of the
evils.
day, Joe Exotic being in jail for killing a bunch of cats is fucking stupid. Joe Exotic for president again.
But this law
Yeah.
would make it illegal to exploit these animals for like the zoo in the zoo format. So it's like there would be no need to breed them, to shoot them, to let them. Like there would be just no. This wouldn't even be conversation if that law went through.
Yeah.
Sure.
All the animals in captivity would stay in captivity till they die, and that would
And
be
then
it.
that
There'd be
would-
no
Sure.
more breeding, no more.
maybe Carol Baskin's a saint, Mike, like you think. Sure. But if that's a law, go for it. Don't give me this halfway shit. Like if the cat lives, you gotta like feed it its
Yeah.
whole.
Oh no, she's
What the
just
hell is
that.
this
Do you
bullshit?
know how many lives a cat has?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Just put it down. No.
But like we're allowed to leave like rat and mouse traps all over houses, but like a cat can't. Like fuck off.
Are you proposing cat,
Cat
traps
traps.
for
Cat
everybody?
traps for the tigers.
What's the difference?
How big? Like that's the
Yeah,
size of like
I
a
don't know.
Volkswagen. You'd have to.
Fuck it. Who cares? It's a goddamn cat that's gonna rip your goddamn arm off. Steffi. I just like I don't know. Maybe it's very black and white, but like animals are animals, humans are humans. You got laws. You can't have different laws for different animals. That's so
What
stupid.
about the law of the jungle?
That's law of nature. It should be survival of the fittest. Kill that fucking cat before it gets too big to kill you. Like, come on.
But if there's like a water truce,
No water truce.
I don't think you know the laws of the jungle.
Mike, if that fucking whatever it's called Chunks cat that's in the goddamn shot right now is big enough to eat you, and there's one knife in the
Yeah,
room,
I deserve
what's
it.
happening? Law of the jungle.
Yeah, I guess I fucking string them up. You know, after 9 weeks or whatever.
6
I guess
months.
I
You
string
got
'em
6
up.
months to
Well,
fucking have your
obviously.
fun out of it. But
Yeah.
if it's too big and it's gonna eat you, like, why would you just?
But if you knew that all you had was
Yeah,
9
get rid
weeks
of it.
out of it, would you buy it in the first place?
If you're gonna
No,
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 I'm not
no.
justifying. I don't think you should own it to have people pet it. But if that's your business and that's your goal, like we only have cats so that people fucking pet them and give us money.
You gotta drop them at 6 months.
Once it's too big to manage, like why do you keep it the rest of its life? Like just fucking throw it in a fucking empty grave like Joe Exotic would do.
Shoot it in the fucking face.
Just bury it alive,
Bury it
whatever.
alive. Or,
Whatever.
RJ, you make a compelling
You do.
case.
Like if
I
that's
don't
what
hate-
it
like-
it's existing so that you can make money as it's a little cub or a pet, whatever you fucking call it, a calf. What do you call a baby tiger? Who cares? That's what it's there for. Like, why would you keep it its whole
little
life?
Tigger.
Little Tigger, baby Tigger.
Yeah.
It's fucking cute as hell. But once it's too big and it will kill you,
Drop it.
drop it like it's hot.
I think Nelly said it best.
I believe the
Or-
word you're looking for is cub. I think it's a cub.
Not a little tigger.
I think it's a tigger.
Little tigger.
Little tigger. Literary tigers.
But do they prefer Tigger or Tigga?
Tigga.
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 It depends on if it's a girl or a boy. Yeah.
Tigga.
Tigex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, well, on that note, we're over an hour, and
Yeah.
fucking RJ's mustache is growing out.
Dirty as fuck.
So,
Oh shit.
It's getting
And our
shaggy.
video just
and our
died.
video just
We're out of
died.
video.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Perfect.
We'll be back next week. Thank you, Bike Thieves, for the amazing intro. You guys rule. Do you guys have any last comments before we go into another week of quarantine?
I'm never gonna recover from this financially.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.